Welcome back to Edgewater, Saskatchewan for episode 26 with me, MrSealyp. I have got an absolute load to be getting on with today. It's early and I'm going to get rid of this fish because, well, it's piling up and it needs selling. I think we might have some fabric ready to go as well. I'll go and check that in just a moment. It's 9:15, we're into October. Ron and his crew and I worked tirelessly through the night. That's why it's so late, because we've only just finished. He's gone back, I assume, to go to bed. I've got more work to do. We've just sent off our orders from straw processing for this morning. I sold some fertiliser late last night. I've got a load more to sell, but we've got some money to spend. We've got another project we're going to work on, but I'm down here at the workshop because Tom has messaged me this morning to say, again, he's worked through the night, the pickup is good to go. He's also said he's got his fleet side out for me to have a look at. He did. I said locally, they told me he had one that he's been working on, so that's out for me to have a look at. I'm really anxious to see what the pickup looks like. I'm going to then show you on the map what we've done. What I said yesterday wasn't correct when I said about the waterways still showing on the map. They're not. I'm going to lose a big chunk of money in a moment because I'm going to have to pay for new mapping to be done. I mean, I can see it, but oh, while I'm here. I'm not doing that on purpose. It's not a kind of, oh, hang on. Fertilizer spreader. Been talking about it for how long? I had an idea of one that I wanted to try and use because I haven't used one before. I thought I might go for that. The Taurus Robust. It's a 36 metre spread. It's not out to 42, but 36 is quite respectable. But it's got a 30,000 litre capacity. Standard wheel setup. We can go right up high. No, I think I'm going to go low. I think I'm going to go low. That or that. Rounded off at the edges, I think. So yeah, 30,000 litre, 36 metre spread. That's a good shout. 39 grand as well. Not a bad price. So we have our fertiliser spreader. Excellent. Now, ooh, that fleet side's phenomenal. Tom has done I mean, we'll get this out in the sunlight in a minute. Why is it up close? That looks so wide. Oh, okay, we haven't got jewelries in the back now. That's been switched out. This has all been cleaned up and changed over. We've got spotlights on the top. It's going to have lost that growl, I think, because I said we're going to have a new block put in it. I think. Why does that say tree type? Spruce. That's weird. 5.7 litre. Oh. But this, I mean, that's nice, that. So, oh, it's quieter. That's so much quieter. Now, I'm not sure in this configuration. Can I hook up to gooseneck trailers like fifth wheel? Like that, I don't know if I can. I've still got a bit of, you can hear it, it's a little bit of a rumble. Let's lower that still, that's cool. Lights, then. Oh! Okay, that's cool. Well, first thing done then. Let's get our fertilizer. Oh, I like, oh, those wheels, man. Oh, there's no PTOs there. I can still get up there. Oh, it does sound good. Tom does excellent work. I know there's like a workhorse option, isn't there, on this, that you can have different backs and stuff. I'm assuming, oh, I don't know, because I know with these you can back up to a trailer and the attachments appear. Maybe. My grass fields look like they're good to go. A lot of the grass around the local area is probably good for another cut. I'm considering doing hay. I might just do it because at the end of the day the grass is here. It's good to cut. If I lease a swather again and get the conditioning head so I can go along, do it all and hay anyway, then collect it all and store it. Then if I change my mind and say, you know what, I'm going to do cows, I haven't then got to go and do hay. I'll have it ready to go. It's an option. So what we're going to do now, you'll see what, is there a cover on this? No. You'll see what we've been up to. And you'll see why it's going to cost me a bit of money. I need to sort out all those bales. Because of what I'm doing with my fertiliser now, it's not as important, it's not as much of a rush for me to sell the bales. When I did them the last two times, I needed the money desperately. I think I got about 300 grand each time, didn't I? But we're making money from our fertiliser sale, so I could collect those up and put them into the new bale and pallet storage. And then again, they're there in case I need them, because as I keep saying, yes, I've got a load of straw, yes, I'm making fertiliser, but that is a finite product. It's not going to be there forever. When that runs out, it runs out. Got a lot of weeds in the next fields. So we couldn't really see last night, so let's drive over and we'll have a look. Notice, big difference, big difference. So where we did all our ploughing. So we've put drain tile in, pipe work has been put in, all of the sort of pond areas where the water drains to, all the pond areas still remain. So all the pipe work has been put in, the drain tile's been put in, so all the water will still go to those pond areas. It just means we free up and open up our fields. It's a little bit bumpy here and there, a bit bumpy, but we're alright, I think. But as you see, we've cleared out between as well. So all the bits where we had ditches and washouts, it opens this field up massively now, so we can kind of go around a little bit easier. It does open up and give us more acreage as well, which is great. The same as we go up out of here onto this field, and then field 31 around the back as well. Look how much difference this is. Look. It was a bit of work, we worked hard, we got it done, and as you can see, all of our ponds are still there, so where all the water needs to run to, it can still run to, but, I mean, massive. This is going to make such a big difference. Now I have got to go around and rock pick all of those where we ploughed, so I'll get all the rocks out, but here's my next thing. I'm going to get a company to do it for us. Obviously we still get our liming that we did. I might have to go back over and lime. I need to check that actually. Right, so we're going to here. So we're on to our precision farming at the moment. If we go across to our pH, no, actually that's looking alright. Oh no, right. So you can see now. You can see on here as well. See where the waterways all are, and I said it'll probably still leave those on the map. Where we've done our new sections, it hasn't. So this is where all our pipe work is underground. So all these sections here aren't showing up on our soil mapping. Plus, they've got no, because they're not on the soil mapping, what we'll do, let's do the soil mapping now. Purchase soil information, 36 grand. Oh, alright. 26,250. Right, so you can see now, I'm going to have to go over all of these again with lime. So just across the areas that need doing, because they're going to need doing. So this one then. What's the purchase from this one? Purchase soil information, 34,650. There you go. So yeah, we need to go over pH all of this because that's got to be redone. So the whole field's good to go. But I've extended out where I could. I've gone across washouts, and then the same here. Let's click on that one. Purchase soil information, 17,850. I don't understand why yesterday I went over all. Oh, I suppose it is a lighter, isn't it? It's not quite as yellow. If you look at there, yellow, it's because of the soil type, isn't it? I'm thinking that hasn't been done, but I did it. I did it yesterday. So yeah, we've got some bits we've got to do. How much is that eating into my budget? Okay, that was a fair chunk. Whew. But again, opened out very, very nicely. Is that a weed? Looks like a weed. We'll have to get rid of that. But I'm going to utilise part of this. Now this over here, I had a section where it was a little round kind of a little island all on its own, which was here. Now I have still done the washouts and stuff over here. I have left that tree there because this point, this is where I'm going to put the pig pen in. But I'm going to overlap it a little bit so the pigs have got access to that water over there, and it should extend out towards that tree there, and then I'll do a bit of landscape in the middle. Now I'm not buying the pigs straight away because the next part of my plan, my dastardly plan, is I'm going to buy a plot of land. Now I'm investing in a local farmer, as you are probably aware if you've been watching. Well, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, we've got our greenhouses here, and our greenhouses we got doing cotton, corn, and soybean at the moment. So I said I think I've got enough of everything that I can feed the pigs from what I've got. And then I thought, well, I want to have a look and see if there's some pig food mixers, and there are a few about. There's a few knocking about, a few companies that provide them. However, a lot of them require sunflower. Quite specifically require sunflower. So I thought, well, I don't have any. So my option was put in another greenhouse and run sunflower through it. But one of the local farmers contacted me and said, if I invest in him, he can provide me with sunflower. A subcontractor, if you will. He just needs some land. This field here. So if I buy that field for him, he will get some crop production running. All I've got to do then is provide him with seed, I think seed, fertiliser and water, and he will provide me with sunflower. Hey, you can't odds that, can you? So I'm going to buy that plot of land, and I suppose I should really. Oh, blimey. More money. Hang on, make sure I'm on the right one. There we go. Purchase soil information. So I'll look at that in a little while because we need to sort out what we're going to do there. So yeah, he'll grow it, he'll harvest it, he'll do whatever. You know, how his cycles run, how he does it. I'm not going to get into all that, but I will provide him with some gear. Plough is put away. What was my next step? Oh yeah, pig pen. And a bit of landscaping. So I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to go for, like the sheep, Food Farmers Company will be providing this one. I'm going to show you this time. I don't always, sometimes we have the pop and it just appears. But I'll show you what I have in mind. So, pigs. That one there. 120. Oh, dear. See, now I'm torn now. Because I'm looking at these. I do like the fenceless husbandries as well. And I think for the same space I can get way more. I liked the idea of the open pasture. I could probably still do the same. Big difference in price though. 5 grand, 131 grand. What do I do? I mean, let's have a look at the size of this one. Yeah, I mean, it takes up far less room. I could tuck it right in the corner out of the way. I mean, if I put it around that way, I think unless it reforms the ground, which I know the other one won't, this is such a gamble because I get this wrong. And then the pigs could still get into the water if because they will wander into there. But will it leave that flat and they'll walk above it? It's a gamble. This was the one I wanted to do. I think I wanted it that way round. So we're right up here. It's bang on 5 grand as well, so it's nice and flat. You can see where the corner posts are. So from there, it will go out to about there. And I want it to go over the water a little bit, so the pigs can go into the water if they want to. I just thought it might be quite cool. Let's just do what I always do. Just to make sure I get the stuff around the right way. Because I want it to work. Yeah, it was around the right way. So, I'm trying to get lined up with that front bit there, maybe like that. You know what? Let's do it. So, next thing then, because I said I was going to... I knew it would start getting pricey, there was no two ways about it because of what I need to do. So landscaping, painting, we will get that on, and that's the good thing about the Food Farmer stuff. If I already had grass down here, it wouldn't have changed the texture at all, but obviously it's left what's there, which at the moment that doesn't help me at all. So what I'm going to do is extend this out, grass it, so we've got a nice boundary out past the post. I'm going to go out past that tree. I've still got plenty of new field, so it's not like, you know, I'm not losing too much. Let's go down a little bit on that. Tie that up a little bit. There you go. Just tidy it up a little bit. And then what we'll do is I'm going to put some more bushes and stuff in. I might put some more trees in actually, because that was something I wanted to do. I was looking at where my farm was and what I owned, and I wanted to do like I'd done with the sheep over the other side, and I wanted to have the pigs kind of rooting around amongst the trees and stuff like that, but I didn't really have many. So I think what I'm going to do, let's get all the edge done first, and then I'm going to put some trees in as well, I think. Why not? We'll put some grass down, some bushes, some trees in, and then hopefully, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take before we start getting some sunflower. I'm going to have a look. We'll have a look and see what it's going to need, what we're going to need to put in. I haven't really done pigs for quite a while, and when I did them on Western Wilds, I just bought pig food because I mean, I've got enough money now. I could just say, you know what, I'm going to go and buy pig food. But every time I do that, I'm not really trying out all the options for making pig food and that kind of stuff. I still want to do that. So. Oh, that's interesting. I've always found it. I know it does it north, south, east, west, but if you could rotate that cube, I'm pretty sure we can't rotate that cube. So we'll just have to go in a little bit smaller. There we go. Did I say this before I started? Absolutely. Always best to, just in case. So if you make a catastrophic mistake, you can sort it out. So what I'm going to do as well, I think we'll go with animal mud. There we go. Let's put a bit of animal mud because it's nice, sort of. It's not a wet texture per se on this one, but it's nice to have a bit of that over side the trough. I won't necessarily show the whole process I'm going to do. I'm just trying to think, shall I extend them out from here or just have it all across? I like the idea of moving around in amongst the trees. I could plant trees and then wait for them to grow for the next, 3 years in game or whatever, but plants as well. Let's get our grass down first. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to carry on. I'm going to put some trees in, put some bushes in, and it will look considerably different. Then we'll look at the crop production situation with our new farming partner over at plot 50 or field 50. I know the plots and field numbers are slightly different, but then I need to get the rock picking done. You saw, did I show it? I think I did. All that fish that I had stored up is all gone. Took that, that's all been sold. I'm pretty sure that fish farming thing's paid for itself now. Our new piggery. I know it's not called a piggery, but why isn't it called? It should be, it's a good word. I'll probably put a trackway in like I normally do leading up to that for vehicles so we don't damage the grass and that kind of stuff. I have to say, overall, I know it's, I knew it was going to cost me a lot of money to do the new soil sampling. I'm really pleased how that all worked out. How much more land that's given me as well. Next harvest round, we should absolutely storm it. I mean, absolutely storm it. So what I can do now, post can go away. Excellent. There we go. What do you think? Do you think the pigs will like it? I do. It's looking quite nice, isn't it? I was going to put hedging all the way around the outside, but I thought no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've also got a little bit down to the water as well. They're going to love it. The money. What did I start off with? 600, 115 grand. Because I decided, you know what? Since we're spending money like it's going out of fashion, let's buy ourselves a lorry. So I have bought myself a Roadrunner. Plus, I've also bought a tanker trailer. Was it a 48-foot one? 82 Studio. Which was only about 20 something grand. The Roadrunner was a little bit more expensive. That's supplied by Mantrid. We're going to go and sort those out in a minute. Now, I'm going to get the sunflower provided. I'm going to get sunflower provided by our new alliance with the farmer down the road. What I wasn't sure about, and which we're going to check on, another reason why I bought a tanker. I think for his production, I said we need to provide seed, water and fertiliser. So I thought, seeing as I'm taking water all over the place now, I need it for my straw processing, I need it for my gardens, I'm going to need it over there for him as well. A bigger tanker would make more sense. I can whiz around the map with it, you know. And it requires herbicide as well. I said it would need water, seed and fertiliser. It needs herbicide too. So I'm going to have to buy some pallets of herbicide because I'm not producing any at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my pickup, grab my trailers, go and grab 60,000 litres of fertiliser, take that down, sell it. So I'm running short of funds. You know, like I say, if someone said to me, "Here's 115 grand to put into your bank account," I wouldn't say no. Let's just say that. But I think, yeah. This is huge changes, well, and expensive, huge and expensive changes we are experiencing. But it's good. I said as soon as we hit that point and everything changed, and I said, you know, we're at that point now. We can buy stuff. You know, we can really move forward, and we've changed the fields. Oh, I also realised I had to whiz down and I grabbed my new fertiliser spreader, drove it all way up here, didn't put all the fertiliser in that was down at the store, so that's now got 10,624 litres. All those pallets that were down at the store have been loaded in. So we'll take this down and sell that. Then we'll go down to the store. I'll grab the tanker. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. So I think I was saying about them producing sunflower because most of the recipes require sunflower. However, I'm pretty sure the split base food is corn or something else. Actually, we can check this, can't we? If we go down to here, yeah, so the right hand side. So base food, either corn or sorghum. Grains, wheat or barley. Now we've got corn, we've got wheat and barley. We've got more barley than we've got wheat, but we've got wheat and barley. Protein, soybean, canola or sunflower. We've got soybean and canola but no sunflower. Root crops, we've got potatoes. I said we're going to do some sugar beet at some point. So actually, whilst a lot of the pig food mixers specified sunflower, I've got soybean and canola. We've got a load of canola, haven't we, left over from harvests? So actually we can feed the cows, the pigs, at least put their first load in now. I have also been looking at, I'm sure it was under here, there's a pig food mixer that I thought we could give a go as well at some point. Did I put it in? Here we go. Pig food mixer. Yeah, see, that one specifies. That one is corn, sunflower and potato. Well, I've got corn and potato, so I wouldn't need all the other bits and bobs. I could produce pig food just using that. So once we start getting sunflower from our farmer friend, I'm going to get that food mixer and we can produce our own pig food as well. But for the time being, we can get pigs now. We can put them in and they should be blissfully happy, he says. They should be. I realised today's episode, I'm at that point where I'm very overexcited. There's a lot going on, and I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to get this done, I want to get that done. Let's get that sorted out, and you know, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place and buying stuff. And you know, normally I would buy a new piece of equipment in each episode, but I've just, you know, we've picked up our pickup. We've just bought a new lorry. We've bought a new fertiliser spreader. We've put the pig pen in. We've done some landscaping. You know, there's loads going on. So I think what we'll do, just to rein ourselves back in a little bit, what I will do is we'll sort out the pigs. I'll take this down and sell this. We'll go and grab the lorry. I'll need a livestock trailer. We'll go to the livestock market, pick up some pigs, and then what we can do is we can grab the various different things we need from our various different silos. I think we've got corn in there and soybean. We've got canola in that one and barley in that one and potatoes in that one. So yeah, we'll get the pigs fed. I'll just get some honey at some point. Our honey's piling up as well. I think what I'll do then off camera, I might grab a trailer, an auto load trailer maybe, or an auto stack. It doesn't matter either way. Auto load, auto stack, and I'll go around and grab all of the bales, and I'm going to put them into our storage so they're out of the way. Because if I decide I want to do some mowing again, like I said, I might do hay. I'm seriously considering now, shall I do cows? Yeah, I'll store them, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to sell this. I'll see you back at the store, and we'll grab the lorry, we'll put some water in it. Or should I grab a livestock market trailer? I'll grab a livestock trailer first. We'll bring that up. I think the only time that I didn't even notice on the way back up. The local sheriff, I assume they're just moving around, just trying to catch people. Well, if they catch me speeding, although driving without due care and attention maybe. So, whoa, blimey, I have to say, my old version of this, I'm not sure if it's the tyres on this, didn't have a problem at all. Maybe I need to raise up a little bit. Level the trailers. Maybe it's because the trailers are pulling down on the back a bit. Let's raise up on the suspension. Let's go full redneck. You know, they say never go full redneck, but you know what? Let's do it. Fertiliser has been sold. I have pre-ordered a livestock wagon, so that should be waiting for us. There we go. Actually, that is very big, isn't it? I think it's quite loud as well. That's the Mantrid, not the livestock wagon. Oh, that's an absolute beast, isn't it? Very cool though. I was impressed by Big Ron's fleet of vehicles. I liked the yellow, and I've realised I've got a lot of red with the pickup and all the case tractors. And I thought, oh, I'll go with blue, but my trailers are blue, and so I thought, let's go yellow. Yeah, it's very cool though. Rear attached, front 3-point link, which is jolly handy. So we've got windows that open and close. What else have we got on this? Oh, look, very patriotic after the coronation. Red, white and blue smoke. I'll change that to black, I just thought. Keep it going. We'll use the tanker a little bit. Oh, actually, while we're here, let's get... I need some herbicide. Now, I was trying to think. What was it? There was a production I was using that was I could make my own. But for the time being, I think I'm just have to buy it. That's just to take over. I don't know how much I'm going to need, actually. I'll buy... I'll buy 3. Don't know if I'm going to need 6,000 litres, but... Just click that. Oh, look at that. Rolling coal with the red, white and blue. I know it's bonkers. We can also, with this one, if we go... we've got various different camera angles, which is really cool. I like that one. But we have got windows. Very nice. And if we go to this one, I've left it here, but that one got seat adjustment. I'm going to leave it about there, I think. Anyway, yes, we've got that. So, let's... Oh, it's quite loud, isn't it? I did look at a cab over, Not the 82 Studio one, there's an Adams Kong one, which actually was only, I think I can adjust the fifth wheel on this as well. I can bring stuff, I can't remember, how do I do that? There we go, adjust that as well. We've got beacons, yes, lights, I haven't really checked those out. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I used the Roadrunner Plus, the mounted one, on... I'm going to change that smoke. I thought it would look really. I thought it would look really cool, and like, you know, all coronation-y, but it doesn't bother me. But I'm sure it'll. Yeah, I mean, it was on FS19. It was TNT tonight. Which one was it? We go with it. Wow, what is that? Right, don't give it the beans. If we don't give it full power, we should be alright. But we should be able to get around the map pretty fast. Now this is, this is not the biggest horsepower. This goes up to 1,800 horsepower if you want it. I've only gone for a mere 950. Now as well, the cab over, because I thought the trailer was only 20 something grand, not this trailer, the one that I was talking about, the tanker that I've got. And the cab over was only 30 grand, so all in I could have got a lorry and tanker for just over 50 grand, which would have been absolutely brilliant. So, we're going to go with, I'm going to get 50, because the thing holds 150, so that would give me 3 cycles of regeneration, that's not the word. We're going to go for... yeah, we'll go for those. This only holds 36, so if I do 50 I'm going to come back for another 14, but that's fine. Not too expensive either. So I just think I had to check myself. I realised I was getting very kind of manic and kind of bouncing around a little bit too much, so I thought, you know what, let's concentrate on getting the pigs in, get them fed, and then I'll grab my stone picker and I'll go out and I'll clear those new sections. Then off camera I'll lime them, and then next episode we'll have a look at this pig food mixer thing. We'll sort out stocking up our new partner in crime. Yeah, we'll go from there. So I've got this grass, I might do hay. God, this thing did not move. Wow. That smoke, yeah, I think I'll go. I mean, I can go standard or you can do black smoke, but I think we'll go, we can do white smoke. I just feel like the red arrows. Smoke on. Oh, dear. Just realised as I came hooning up the road, the police car was still sat there. I've also just suddenly thought, having put all the trees in the landscape, am I going to be able to get this trailer in and around to unload? Yeah, should be right. I don't know. I'm really pleased with how this looks, you know. We lost the... It's definitely here on the end, isn't it? Sure it is. Got to be directly on the back of it, that's weird. Okay, what's happening? What's going on? Okay. I definitely placed a pig pen. Trigger's definitely there. I definitely put the pigs in it. I can see them. Oh, there we go. Whew, started to panic then. Right, select 36, move to husbandry. Whoa, look. That's brilliant. I'm so happy with that. Why is that made me so? I'm so pleased that worked. Right, now I've got to get out without running any over. God, they're everywhere. Oh, cool. Just gives them more places they can root around and... Oh, one behind, be careful. And we're going to get the rest and then we'll sort out feeding them. Get out of the way, you maniacs. I've completely filled up with water. I don't know how much the pigs are going to take, but if I've got any left over, I can always go to my greenhouses and the various different places that require it. I've also bought over some corn. Now, I've got to be careful here. And I'm assuming I'm correct in this. I think I am. That because everything is what's the word I was going to say? It takes everything at different amounts. The majority required is base food, but that was always like 50%, and then you had your proteins, your grains, your proteins, and then your root crop. Root crop was only over 5%. Now on previous versions of the game, you could come over here with a full thing of potatoes and it would only take the 5% bit. I'm sure when we moved over to FS22, and this is why I prefer to do either total mixed ration or pig food rather than in constituent parts, because now it has the total. I suppose what we could do with really is to take some water from some of these training. Oh yeah, that didn't take very much at all. Oh. Okay, not to worry. Yeah, if we go to here, costs right. So yeah, base food 50%, grain 25, protein 20, root crop 5. So like I say, you used to be able to just drive up. You could have a full trailer of whatever it was, and it would fill up that particular bar. But now we have a situation where the total capacity, effectively, if I came with a full load of base food, corn, and put that in, that could fill up the total capacity with corn, which would only give me a 50% like boost for the animals. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So you have to be careful how you put it in. You can't put too much in one go. Otherwise you can fill up the total capacity before you've put all your various different things in. That is right, isn't it? I'm sure it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of corn in, and we'll see how much base food it takes and how much that's affected the total capacity, because I can't remember what the what this said, this basic pig pasture, how much food it takes, because if you can work out how much food it takes overall, you can then work out the percentages and only bring that amount. That is right, isn't it? I don't know. Well, we're about to find out. Again, like I say, it's a test of it. I could be completely wrong. It could just take it. I'm sure that's the case. Let's close that back up. And I'm sure that changed for 22. It does make it more relevant for them making pig food and total mixed ration, because then you haven't got to worry. It gives you the perfect mix. You just fill it up and then you're 100% effective. Or it could be completely different. Let's move that out of the way and let's check it out, shall we? What I will finish off by doing once I've got the pigs fed, is we'll get over and I'll get that rock picking started. Like I say, I've got loads more to do. Oh, look at them all, look. Happy as Larry, rooting around. So, I'm going to put a little bit in. go to about there. Now we'll check it. Okay, just a small amount so far. So what I want to be aiming for is getting that total capacity bar, because if 50% is base food, halfway along that, I probably haven't even got enough actually thinking about it. There, check it again. What's that, quarter of the way maybe? 3,000 litres. Okay. Right, that looks about right. So this is what I'm saying. If I just carried on going, I would fill up that total capacity bar. So now, I reckon we're about 50% on the total capacity bar. So what I've got to do now is take that away, go and grab grain. So I'm going to grab wheat. I've got more barley than I've got wheat. I can feed either of those if I end up doing chickens. I'm thinking chickens might be further down the line now. I might have to do a big old field, I think, of wheat or barley. So if we go monster chickens, not monster chickens, but a lot of them. No one buy monster chickens. That we should then have plenty to feed them over the course of a year. Because I think I'm going to use a lot of this grain now. I'll put this back in. Actually, no, I'll put it back where all the rest of it is. The rest of my corn is all stored over in this one, so I'll keep those separate. I've got 2,000 litres of soybean over at my little gardens, which I'll go and collect in a little while. But we'll do the grains next. But the good thing is whatever's left over should just be potatoes. We'll just hulk those in and we should be good to go. So it's 25%. If I put 50% was about 6,000 litres, so 25% would be 3. It's a complicated old business. That's why I think. And once we can get, we'll get a pig food mixer going. There's a couple of different productions that do it. All require different things. Some of them require loads and loads of crops. Some of them require a few crops. There's a few by Omatana, which you can get pig food as a byproduct of another process, but you don't get a lot of it, and it takes quite a while. So you kind of have to just, work out as you go along. So if I put 3,000 in. Actually, hang on. I was right, wasn't I? Yeah, grains is 25%. Yeah. Oh, always check twice. Doesn't hurt. Before you make a catastrophic error. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, see we're up there, aren't we? So protein oil in my soybean, and then root crop a little bit. So, okay. I'll go and grab the soybean from over the side. Actually, that 2,000 litres is probably all I need to bring over. So I'll go and get that load over from my gardens. I'll put that little bit of soybean in, and then it will just be a bit of potato. I mean, to be fair, I don't have to use soybean. I could use canola. Which I've got plenty of, I suppose. No, I'll go and grab the soybean. So 20%, if I've got this right, should be about 2,400 litres. If I had 2 pallets, I'm going to put 2,000 in, that should give me space for root crop. If I put this in now and I filled up completely, I've messed up my calculations somewhere. It might well be that 50% wasn't 6,000 litres, but we'll try. This should work. Should work. Please tell me there's space left. Look at the pigs down at the water. It's working. The whole thing's working, right? Okay. So maybe I've been out by a little bit then. Although to be fair, we're almost at a full total capacity for effectiveness. So if I just top the rest up with root crop, we'll put potatoes in, and then all I'll do is just keep chucking away. So then we'll hopefully, if I can get it sorted out, we can get some pig food production underway. It's a pity I haven't got one of my productions, or one of the productions available that just takes the stuff I've got. Like I say, most stuff requires sunflower. It's one thing on this map, actually, in this area, the farmers that do their own farming, the AI farmers, we didn't get any this year. There was no sunflower. There was a lot of flax, lentils, peas. We had wheat, we had barley, which I suppose is probably realistic for the area, but we just didn't get a lot of sunflower, if any. I'm trying to think if we had any sunflower this year. I think this takes potatoes. It might not. I hope so. There we go. I'm not going to need much of that. And that's the pigs fed, at least for the time being. I thought I'd have to wait, but that's good. We've got them done. We have finished a process. Doesn't happen very often, does it? And don't worry, the pigs aren't going to wander. We'll put up a little electric fence or something for them. We'll just tell them, don't wander. They'll be fine. Okay, that's all gone in. Yeah, I mean, I've got more root crop in than I should have put in, but there you go. Total capacity. Water's in. Pig food's in. They are done and dusted. So, let's grab the rock picker. Let's get out and get the rock picking done, get the pH done on all of those sections that we did before, and then we move forward. Yeah, I'm fully decided what we're going to be doing next episode. Yeah, we'll see. A little bit more of this, maybe. Where did I leave the rock picker? Oh, it's over there. Can I run? I've done this before, haven't I? Can I run the rock picker off of this? Actually, I'll probably run it off the pickup, couldn't I? We haven't used the field boss for a while. I've done this before, haven't I? Well, I didn't have enough horsepower, did I? Or was that one of the others? Might be one of the cultivators, maybe. I had, oh yeah, today's vehicles and machinery, in case anyone was curious. Where are we? Used vehicle sale. So we've got a Unirap Total Mix ration mixer and an Axial flow, 38% off, which is pretty good, but I still managed to pick up my harvest cheaper, so there's a lot of other ones out there as well. So I think very successful. Like I said, successful but expensive. But we've got it done. That's where we need to be. Drop that down. We've got enough of it to pull it. Yeah, we have. There we go. Look, super duper, rocking and rolling. So I'll get all of this done. It's pretty much the same width actually, so it might be alright. I might need to just go over it once maybe, or maybe not. I'll go out and back, it's not a problem. Whoa, funny. We are expanding fairly rapidly now actually. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.